Man. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing today? I am Mike D, aka DDE80, aka 13th Wonder of the World, aka Mike D's. And I'm glad to hear from y'all today on The Point of View. Shout out to the Point Place family. Shout out to Bobby Reezy. Shout out to M Breezy, Lil Man. Shout out to my niece, Naya. Shout out to my sister. Love all of y'all. Thank y'all for joining with me on The Point of View on this Tuesday evening. Wow, we getting closer and closer to Thanksgiving. It's like a couple of days away. Next week is Thanksgiving. We all need to be thankful for something, even though sometimes things might not go our way. Still thankful that God allows us to live on the land of the living. Know that NXT's coming on in about an hour, little under an hour, excuse me. We know that the NBA's on tonight, as well as the college basketball, as well as college football, uh, hockey as well. Make sure that I hope that that your bets hit tonight on whatever you bet on. I'm praying that God allow you to win. Praying that God allow you to do what you need to do to get in the heat of that, get through the the vices of life. And as we continue going on in our everyday living, um, man, I want to talk about the Buffalo Bills, bruh. I don't want to consider them as the joke of the night or the joke of the day or the butt of the day, but man, them boys got that Montreal screwjob situation hit them hard last night, man. They re-kicked the kick, and the Broncos beat them. The Denver Broncos beat the Buffalo Bills, ladies and gentlemen. Josh Allen loses to Russell Wilson. That should have been a game that he should have just went on and just pounded the Broncos. But I keep telling you people this. I keep telling people this over and over and over. You, on any given Sunday or any given Monday night, you can get beat by one of the teams that don't have nothing going on for them. And that's exactly what happened to the Buffalo Bills. Bad loss by Buffalo. Bad loss. The circumstances behind it was bad. And they are mostly to blame because they should have took this team out when they had the chance. But they played down to them, and the Buffalo was losing this game at one time. So that I understand that they lost. I know that they're frustrated behind the loss, but come on, guys, you got to do better than that when it comes down to playing a competitive team. That's I mean a team that's not competitive, team that's not winning anything. You're supposed to beat those teams down, but it always happens. You always look up under the underdog, and the underdog always beats the favorite. Everybody knows the Buffalo Bills were supposed to win that game last night, but because of them being lackadaisical and playing around, the Buffalo Bills lose that game. Bad loss by Buffalo. Do I still think? Yeah, I still think they got a chance to win the Super Bowl. Yeah, I still think they got a chance to go to the Super Bowl. But they're not playing like they want it. They're playing like they don't want to go to the Super Bowl. And right now, they got to get it together, man, because the postseason is coming real soon. And I still think that Josh Allen and Buffalo can go to the Super Bowl. I still believe that. I'm hoping that they do, and I'm hoping that they get whatever they need to get together so that they can win. This was a bad loss by them. A bad, 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 bad loss by them, man. This was a hot loss for them, man. I'm saying it for a reason because they should have won this game. They shouldn't have played down to Denver. Also, ladies and gentlemen, Monday Night Raw was a hit. Zoe Starks look like they're going to do something with Zoe Starks after she goes in the ring with Rhea Ripley. I see that now it's going to be Xia Li competing with Becky Lynch, even though she did Indy Hartwell the same thing she did Candice LeRae. Zia Lee, they must see something in her because all this other time, Zia Lee was on main event getting gooned, not getting gooned, but jobbing and things like that. Her and Tegan Knox. And it's just tough to see that happen, and that's exactly what it is right now. Judgment Day still the main course of Raw with all of the moving parts. JD's finally a member of the Judgment Day. They finally made him a full-fledged member. Uh, we saw the ending with Drew McIntyre coming out there, siding, making a deal with the Judgment Day. His heel persona has finally hit. So now they're going to have to figure out another person. And I'm hearing that Randy Orton is that guy that they're going to bring back at Survivor Series. We haven't seen Randy Orton in over a year, guys. I haven't seen Randy Orton since I was back at my dad's house and was at my other spot and came back to my dad's house and now in my new spot. I haven't seen Randy Orton since then. That's been like over a year and a half, folks. He had a bad back injury and it took him out, and now he looks like he's back in shape to come back to the ring and tussle. So we're going to see what happens with old Randy Orton when it comes down to it, folks. Ivar, Miz. Looks like Bronson Reed's going to be now going up against Ivar. Storyline. Miz and Gunther still at it. DIY. And the Imperium still going at it. Alpha Academy still, trying to find their way back in the mix. New Day as well. All these moving parts along with the Creed brothers. It's just interesting to see. Tegan Knox just defeated Piper Niven. Looks like Tegan Knox, they're trying to build her back up as well. Shinsuke Nakamura still having the main event push, and this is what it is right now. And Drew McIntyre, Dick Coss, Cody, and Jey Uso, another chance to win the tag team titles. So with all that being said, I'm just putting all this in one big bowl so that you could all understand what's going on here. Monday Night Raw was great last night. It was a great show. The ending was okay. The ending was not a shock to certain people, but it was a shock to some people because everybody knew that Drew McIntyre was going to start becoming a heel. And where does that leave him? After this, does that put him in the ring with Cody? That could possibly happen. Him and Jay might go back at it again. Him and Sammy. So you don't know what's going to happen with the moving parts they have here on Monday Night Raw. But it's very interesting to see what happens on Monday Night Raw next week. But not tonight is NXT night. We know that Baron Corbin goes up against Wes Lee. We know that they have the deadline qualifying matches, both girls and guys. I think it's Lash Legend against Roxanne Perez. Trick Williams going up against Joe Gacy. So maybe tonight we'll find out who attacked Trick Williams, which I'm still thinking is Carmelo Hayes, or it might be Brian Pillman Jr. Who knows? But maybe we'll find the answer to that in a little while. Also in the NBA, I think the Lakers are playing tonight against Memphis. I don't think LeBron's playing tonight, but I think AD is going to play. They should win that game tonight against Memphis. Ja Morant's not out there. Desmond Bain is great. They still got JJ Jr., Jaren Jackson Jr., guys like that. But I think that Cam Reddish is coming out, doing what he needs to do. He's been an unsung hero for the Lakers. He has helped the Lakers win some games. So we'll see what Cam Reddish does tonight. Rui's also back. So I want to see what Rui does as well tonight. There's a question. Does the Lakers need to make another move? Exactly. They do need to try to get a third star in there to help with AD and LeBron. LeBron has at least 3 years left in the league, guys. LeBron James probably will play until he's like 41 years old. LeBron James next year will be in next month he'll be 39. He'll be 39 next year. Well, this coming year, next month, excuse me. He'll be 39. Next year he'll be 40. LeBron James wants to play at least 1 year when Bronny comes. So we're still trying to see if that's going to happen. Depends on the health of Bronny. I hope everything's great with Bronny. Shout out to Bronny as well. But I'm here to tell you guys, they have a 2-year window left with LeBron James to try to get him an NBA championship. This could be the year if they get another star. I think they need to try to trade for another guy. If they trade for another guy, then the Lakers will possibly win the championship. And I believe that. I believe that. I don't know about anybody else, but I believe that because I like LeBron. I've liked LeBron for the last 20 years. He's been one of my favorite players for the last 20 years. I at first I didn't like Jordan, but I started respecting Jordan's game because with the things he did, you had no choice but to like him if you wasn't a Jordan liker. Kobe was the same way. I was not all on Kobe like that, but I started respecting Kobe as he started getting older and showing everybody, hey, this is me, I can do it. I liked the D Rose. I liked it Charles Barkley. I liked it Dennis Rodman. Those are guys that I liked it in the game. Those are the guys I like. I like LeBron James. I like AD. I respect Kevin Durant. I like Devin Booker because I think Booker is the next star in the making if he could ever, play his full potential. And that's what I see about, the NBA, right now. Hopefully that, everybody stays healthy. Ben Simmons is hurt again. I'm hoping that Ben Simmons is not going to be out for the whole season. I'm hoping that he can get himself together, get back on the court, and gain his confidence back in shooting, man. Because the way Ben Simmons been playing for the last 3, he's been playing like he does not want to be in the NBA. But I know Ben Simmons can play. He played in LSU. He was great. He was good at LSU. I don't know what's going on. I think Ben just lost a lot of confidence on the court. And hopefully he can get himself back together. I hope he don't stay gone that long. Hopefully he's not out that long. De'Aaron Fox is supposed to be coming back to play as well. Moving parts in all sports. Moving parts, man. And it is what it is, man. I'm still sad about the Patriots. I'm still sad about, I'm sad about the Patriots and I'm sad about the Spartans, man. I hate what's going on with my teams this year. It's painful. It's painful what's going on with my teams. But I got to keep on rooting for them. Maybe we could salvage the season. We can't salvage the season. We might can play spoiler. That's what that is right there. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Mike D, a.k.a. DDE80, a.k.a. 13 Wonder of the World. I'm out. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Next week, while I have time, I will do all the other podcasts, the special request podcasts that people been asking me about. Some I've been trying to get done with some, but I will start on those next week for the Thanksgiving break. Other than that, God bless you. God keep you. Enjoy your Tuesday night. Enjoy NXT, NBA, college basketball, college football, women's college basketball, hockey. Enjoy it all. I'll be back tomorrow with another episode of Point of View. Pray to God. Keep God in your prayers. Pray to God. Talk to God. Pray. Say your prayers. Keep your head up. Good night.
Yo, what's going on, people? How y'all doing? How y'all doing this night, evening, day? It's your boy Mike D, aka DDE80, aka 13th Wonder of the World, and I'm just gonna talk about a few things. I know I was supposed to be talking about wrestling, but I'm gonna talk about wrestling tomorrow on a big Thursday. But I want to talk about the NBA and the craziness that's going on in the NBA. Man, Draymond Green got suspended for 5 games for putting Rui Gobert in the headlock. Klay Thompson got fined. Jalen Daniels got fined. I think that's the guy that was going up against Klay Thompson. I've never seen Klay Thompson get into it with anybody like that. I'll tell you who it was. Chris Paul, man. He's sitting back doing it because, believe it or not, Chris Paul has that mentality too. I've never known the Warriors to be dirty like that. I've known them to do things, have accidents and, things like that. But I've never seen them be where they want to fight people. Shout out to the Point Place family. Shout out to Bobby Reezy. Shout out to my little buddy M Breezy. Shout out to my little niece Naya, my sister. I love all y'all. Thank you for tuning in to the Point of View. It don't matter what time of the night it is. I got a point of view. Man, that's crazy, man, to see that happen like that, man. For real. You know what I'm saying? And it was just crazy to see that, man. You know, on tomorrow's show, I will be talking about NXT and AEW. Uh, the Lakers won against Memphis, but lost to the Kings, and I kind of figured that was going to happen because it was a back-to-back. LeBron James played better because last night they didn't have to play as hard because of the simple fact of the matter. They had blew everybody out, and LeBron didn't play in that game last night against Memphis. But he played the night against Sacramento. He had a triple, I think it was 28, 10, and 10, but it wasn't enough to stop the three-head monster of Huter. Kevin Huter had 28 points. Fox had 28 points. And Sabonis also did his thing. So the three-head monster of the Kings were able to stop the Lakers. But I will say this, though. I'm disappointed in Anthony Davis. And I got his jersey on right now, his high school McDonald's jersey on. And you only gave me 9 points tonight. You did good with rebounds. I think he had like 10 rebounds, something like that. But only to have 9 points. Come on, AD. D'Angelo Russell did. Fam was hot tonight. He had like 20, 28 points or something like that. You know, Rui did his thing off the bench. AR-15 was kind of slow tonight, but and it be these nights like that. Cam Reddish also he is flourishing with the Lakers right now, man. He is flourishing. Jared Vanderbilt is gonna have a problem when he comes back. Because if Cam Reddish keep playing like that, then Gerald Vanderbilt will be on the end of the bench. Just that simple. You know, it's tough, to see that, to see what happened with the Warriors and the Grizzlies. Steven Adams, my bad. If I said Cantor, my bad. I meant Steven Adams. Was it against Minnesota? Ooh, was it against Minnesota or I think it was it Minnesota? who who did they play? Was it Memphis or Minnesota? What team? Gobert, not. I'm sorry, folks. I said Cantor and Steven Adams. My bad. It is Gobert was the one that got into it with so it was Minnesota. Gobert got into it with Draymond Green and the headlock came out and stuff like that. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, I said the wrong person, but I meant Gobert from the Minnesota Timberwolves, and they beat the Warriors too. The Timberwolves are a little hot team, man. But can they keep both Towns and Ant-Man? The answer is no, because they're going to trade Karl Anthony Towns sooner or later. You can watch it. You don't have to believe me, but I'm telling you. Also, ladies and gentlemen, the NXT preview tomorrow is going to talk about Lash Legends' big win, Trick Williams' win, um, in the deadline event. But it was interesting to see what happened with Chase U. I'm hoping that Chase U get it together. I hope that everything goes fly with them. I hope everything where they can be back to trying to rebuild to win the tag team titles back. I know they got Andre Chase looking like he's a cheater about something, but nobody knows. But we'll find that out next week on NXT. Oh man. Before I go, I want to talk about Big Baby, who used to play for the Boston Celtics, won a championship with the Celtics, played for the Magic and the Clippers, Will Bynum as well. They got caught into some type of fraud, NBA fraud case or something that they did. Man, they're in hot water, legal hot water. They say one of the participants that did that ended up getting like 11 years in prison or something, man. Look, we all do it. Try to report what you got. You know. And I hate that for Big Baby, because Big Baby's a cool guy. But look like Big Baby's about to go down. Oh, man. You know. But I'm praying for him that God help him through the situation. I hope that everything goes right with them through the situation. Hoping that God pray for them and just he shows some mercy and kindness on them. You know what I'm saying? College football tomorrow, but also Friday. I think Dion and them play against Washington State on a Friday night. Hopefully Colorado Buffaloes can get back to winning, man. Right now, they're not a winning team. Right now, they're playing like they don't want it. And I know Dion's getting frustrated with them, but he has to keep his eye on the prize, because they are going to be good sooner or later. So we'll see what happens with that as well. The NBA comes on tomorrow as well. I don't know who's playing tomorrow, but I will find out, and I will come back on. Ladies and gentlemen, I am DDE80. Have a good night. God bless you and God keep you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing? It's your boy, Mike D, a.k.a. DDE80, a.k.a. 13th Wonder of the World. So happy to hear from y'all on a Thursday night. Shout out to the Point Place family. Shout out to Bobby Reezy. Shout out to M Breezy. Shout out to Naya. Shout out to my sister. Love all y'all. Thank y'all for joining me on The Point of View. Not going to be on here too long because I got to get prepared to go hit my other job. I will give y'all a side note fact that I will be on mostly all week. Next week we are off. I'm off from my other job for the Thanksgiving break. So you might hear a lot of point of views from me starting next week. Also, I'm going to work on a song for the starters kit as well. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going through a few things. Shout out to both Atani and Blake Shell, Atani, and Acuna Jr. for all winning their records. Acuna Jr. won the MVP, as well as Atani, as well as Blake Shell won the award as well. Congratulations to them for winning their achievements for their seasons in Major League Baseball. Also, ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk about another thing as well. We are seeing a lot of this going on now with the coaches. They're not even giving the coaches a shot now to ride the season out. They're letting them go before the season is over.
Tomorrow night is Friday Night SmackDown, also as well as AEW Rampage, as they're getting prepared for their pay-per-view with MJF defending the Ring of Honor Tag Team titles against the Guns, as well as him defending the AEW Championship against Jay White. We're going to see what happens with all these matches. Of course, Sting, Edge, and Darby versus Christian, Luchasaurus, Nick Wayne, Swerve, I can't get it. Swerve Strickland versus Adam Hangman Page, Jericho, and Kenny versus the Young Bucks, if I'm not mistaken. Willow Nightingale, who's eliminated. It's gonna be Sky Blue, Julia Hart versus Chris Stanlatter for the TBS title. Hikaru Shida versus Toni Storm for the AEW Women's title. They have all kind of great matches on there as well. So we'll see Jon Moxley, of course, AEW International title. He's going to try to win it again against Orange Cassidy. It's going to be all kind of great matches on there as well. I'm just giving you a quick recap on things. NXT next week have already taped it, and I'm not going to be a spoiler, but I will say this about what I saw with Carmelo Hayes is not going to be in the deadline tournament that they have in NXT. He's not going to be in there. He's going to lose, for one thing, for what I've saw and heard. And Xia Li's not going to become the NXT Women's Champion as well, although she's trying to take the title from Lyra Valkyrie. I don't want to be the spoiler, but you know, that's what it is next Tuesday, because they're off because of Thanksgiving. And, you know, I just want to spend time and say that to everybody, let everybody know everything's all good. Still fighting battles, but I'm just praying that God will allow us to be better at what we do, good at what we do, and try to make something happen as well. NBA on tonight. Only 2 games. The Warriors versus who the Warriors are playing. It was on the tip of my tongue who the Warriors were playing. I don't know if it's the T-Wolves or somebody the Warriors are playing. But they're not gonna be without they're gonna be without a lot of people. I don't think Steph Curry's playing. Draymond Green is not playing. He's suspended. So it's going to be up to Wiggins, CP3, and Klay Thompson to try to get the job done tonight for the Warriors. The Heat just beat the Nets. I know that for a fact. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be back on tomorrow. Dion and Colorado, they play tomorrow on a Friday against Washington State. I'm hoping that they can win their game. They got them like they're not going to win. So the losing streak has to end with Colorado soon. So we'll see what happens. College basketball's taking off. College football on a Thursday night. Of course, the NFL's on. The Ravens and the Bengals. Right now, the Ravens are winning, so we'll see what happens with that as well as we go on. And it's OKC playing against Golden State, SGA and Giddey and all those boys there. So we'll see what happens with that as well. Chet Holmgren, also the rookie. So we'll see what happens, Lou Dort. We'll see what happens with those guys tonight. Going up against Golden State. But as for now, enjoy your night. I'm Mike D, a.k.a. DD80, a.k.a. 13-1 of the world, a.k.a. Mike Deasy. Thank y'all, and have a good night. God bless you and God keep you.